If you think organic means a bland diet, think again. Our next guest says no way.
That is right. Sarah Magid is the baker and author behind Organic and Chic, cakes, cookies, and other sweets that taste as good as they look. Welcome to the show, Sarah.
Thank
so good
you
to
for
have
having
you.
me.
You know,
This is
listen.
so fun.
Are you in heaven? I got to just make sure she's
This
okay.
is the ultimate princess party. Do you
It
not
is.
understand?
And of course, you got the memo. She looks like a princess.
Pink ruffles. What more could you want?
We love it. Listen, Sarah, tell us about this because a lot of folks are moving away from the chemicals and all the preservatives, thinking a lot like you, a little bit more healthy.
Definitely, and I think there's just a consciousness, especially as a mother. I'm a mother of 2 little ones, and I think about what they eat. And I eat a lot of food that's organic for savory meals. And as I started baking over 10 years ago, I started realizing that there wasn't a lot available organic that didn't look really gross and ugly. So I really want to try to make it accessible for everybody to try organic ingredients and to have a beautiful cake that tastes as good as it looks.
Now, I'll say, though, a lot
gorgeous.
of this does not look accessible because it looks elaborate. It really does. You have a background in fashion, in jewelry design.
Yes.
So you try to incorporate that into your baking.
I do, and I have a range. Some things are a little bit more difficult than others, but I really try to make it easy for everyone. So if you're not really equipped to do these more elaborate hand-sculpted flowers, you always
these are
just
some of the tools you
dust
use.
Can we just start with Cake Frosting 101?
Oh my
because
goodness.
look at this beautiful little pink cake.
It's gorgeous.
And how do you, I can never get my frosting to look like that.
You know, you have to use an offset spatula and sort of do it at an angle. And
what's an offset spatula?
An offset spatula is like a regular spatula that you use for cooking, but it's very thin.
Okay, I have one of
and
those.
narrow.
Yeah.
So you just sort of have to use it at an angle and push all the way across the top and sort of keep the strokes continuous.
It doesn't need to be wet or anything?
No.
Wow.
No.
Okay, good to know. Tell us about this beautiful book because really your kids, like you said, inspired you to do this book. It's got, I guess, what, over 60 recipes?
Over 60 recipes. There's a chapter for children with children's goodies. There's my funny chapter of reformed junk food, which is here with the organic versions of Twinkies.
You call these goldies? Your twist on the Twinkies?
They're gold.
They're beautiful.
And then there's also a chapter on farmers market sweets inspired by the farmers market, as well as cakes and cupcakes to die for. So I brought a little bit of those here today.
And you say she uses these at weddings, and she says it's like a beautiful sea of gold.
Here,
is all you
new
can see.
cupcake. I sort of
my goodness.
Let's
okay,
try.
I'll let you know what I think.
Okay.
The dark chocolate really brings it all together.
One bite.
Okay.
Just one bite.
Okay, my producer would be very happy.
That's delicious. This is great for someone with a sweet tooth like myself.
It's perfect because it's a little compact. It's kind of like a cupcake, but just more whimsical and fun, and it's beautiful.
Which is nice too. I'm sure you get your kids involved, but Sonia was saying that your son is a fan. But what's your daughter do?
She's like, no, smoked salmon, crackers.
Really?
She's no sweet tooth, so.
And all of this is edible. Where do you find the gold decor?
This is available at cake decorating stores or websites, and I also brought to show you guys.
Yes, where's she going? Oh, boy.
I don't know, but I'm excited.
This is a new product in the cake decorating world.
Look,
It's
she's
edible
so
glitter.
She's dancing.
It's so exciting. So you can, if you want to try, you can put a pinch of it on top of
Go
the
for it,
cupcake.
Fontaine.
You know, to really just jazz up even the most simple thing.
It's like fairy dust.
my gosh.
Isn't it
Oh my
amazing? And look,
gosh.
you didn't have to sculpt
Wait,
the
hold on.
flower. You just
Hold
did
on.
something.
I'm a fairy.
You're a princess.
Thank you.
We both are. Oh,
there
it's
we
so
go.
lovely. Sarah,
love
come
it.
over here
Okay.
because
Well,
you're going to show us how
do
to
this.
decorate
Okay.
this.
Now listen, just so you know, set this up. Sonia has brunch at her house all the
I
time.
hear.
Okay, so this is right up her alley. So I'm gonna let her go ahead and start decorating, so you'll know what you're doing.
What are we doing?
All right, so what you're going to do is basically, this is a gold paint that I make with the gold powder and a little bit of either a clear alcohol or lemon juice. And if you want to maybe take the brush in your hand, and a lot of times I follow the ridges that happen on the cake, and I just sort of paint like a long line, like a vine.
Okay.
So this is the base for the flowers because we're going to sort of make it look like,
That's not a lot either. Show. Let's see.
you know,
Can you see that?
There's not a lot in there.
No.
And that's just lemon juice, you said?
it's lemon juice with a little bit of the gold powder, and then you can do some branches off of it.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
I don't know. I might need...
Girl, you need some help.
I do need some help, don't I?
Let me give
Well,
you a
if you
hand.
ever stop eating, maybe you can help me out.
Tell us about these cupcakes over here, if you can, Sarah.
So these cupcakes over here, there's just a little variety with what you could do with them. There's the espresso with buttercream, which is the same frosting used here, but I just added some decaffeinated espresso to it. It's in the book, and so it's like a variation of a really great frosting recipe. And then the pink cupcake is a version of the cake, which I brought for you guys some flowers if you wanted to make your own version. And then the silver cupcake is the Hostess cupcake version of the Goldies. So that's filled with a buttercream, covered in a dark chocolate ganache, and then dusted with the silver powder.
This looks really
that
rich.
Looks really good.
It's delicious.
Okay, so what do we
decorate?
do off of these branches?
Oh, this looks gorgeous.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So when making the cake, you sort of want to try to have it start at an angle, not just put it all on top. Sort of how like when a vine creeps down from a tree.
Right.
So if you wanted to maybe pick one of the larger flowers,
Okay.
and put it at the corner.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then you can take a range of the sizes and sort of put them off on the branches.
Okay.
So it
You
looks
wanna
like
grab
it's,
some? What about these colored
down.
flowers?
I want to make cupcakes is what I'm trying to do. I was trying to make my
So
own.
this is like a gum paste, and it's basically like a sugar Play-Doh. So you can tint it in different colors, which I've done over here.
I don't think you're supposed to put
It
them
looks
on the
great.
side.
Yeah, no, you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Will they
I'm
sit?
trying to make them grow, girl. Listen, watch out. Listen.
It looks great. And
Wow,
then you
this
can
does
just
look
do a little
beautiful.
extra for...
Now, would you do this for, let's say, your daughter's maybe birthday party or something?
For my kids, I go all out.
Do
I do
you?
whatever they want. And then this year, my son was like, "Mommy, can you just make me a normal cake?"
Oh.
I was like, "Okay."
Now, if I was going to make this cupcake over here, Sarah, do I just top it off with this beautiful stuff here?
Well, this is the whipped buttercream, and this is the piping tip is a little bit more narrow, so that's more for doing this sort of more detail.
okay.
And then there's different
see.
size piping tips
Oh, okay.
that can give you.
So if I
different-
wanted to do the flower,
so this is the larger size, and this is what I would use to fill the inside.
oh,
It's a little bit thicker because underneath these, it's piped up into the Goldie.
All right, good to know.
Nice
See,
job,
this is
Fontaine.
you know what though?
You're
There's a
good.
lot
You
of
are good.
detail.
You're natural.
Oh wow, okay, good. There we go. Sonia, you know what? You may want to have me over for brunch one of these days. You've only been having brunch for like a year and a half
I may.
now.
May is the operative word there. Listen, the book again is called Organic
mess.
and Chic. You want to check it out. It's just a beautiful book. I was
Thank
flipping
you.
through it. It's just beautiful. Sarah Magid, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
we really
you so
appreciate
much.
it. This
This
was a
is
lot
so
of fun.
fun.
I am into it, Sarah, over here. I am working it out. I'm making these beautiful
You
flowers.
concentrate on that because
Even-
listen,
yeah.